Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sean from Wayback Arcades, and first off, thanks for hanging out with us on this live stream, and happy Father's Day if you're a father. And of course, because it's Father's Day, we're going to go ahead and do a live stream of The Simpsons, and of course, because it's Father's Day, I have to play Homer. All right, so we're playing this game on our brand new tilt-top cocktail table with the 32-inch screen. It's three-sided. You can see the main side that I'm on has two 6-button controllers, Samla joystick controllers with 6 buttons and a trackball. The other two sides have trackballs as well. So let's go ahead and get into this. If you are joining us on Facebook and haven't liked our page, please do that. We do live streams just about every day at 8 o'clock Eastern. If you're following us on YouTube, definitely please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Again, for the same reasons, we do a ton of live streaming. They're starting to get bound all over the place from what I understand. And if you have any questions about this game, there's a couple ways you can get some information. We have put links to this in the post description for Facebook, in the video description for YouTube. And if you have any questions, you can always hit us up at the chat, and my wife, Steph, will go ahead and relay those questions to me, and I'll answer them for you in real time. But really, just appreciate you guys being here. Super fun game, one of the most highly requested games that people on our subscribers list hit us up with when they wanted to see games that were streamed. So we definitely want to make sure you guys know we're paying attention to you. So let's go ahead and get into this. I love this game, just how visually just beautiful it is, just the graphics and everything. This game was released in 1991, and I don't know about you guys, but among my circle of friends, it was known as the quarter muncher. It's just you had to play like at least multiple players, and I think what I'm going to do is convince my family on 4th of July to do a family stream that we'll live stream, and you can actually see on the overhead camera. You'll be able to see 4 sets of hands, playing this game, I believe, and we'll see how sober they are at the time. I hope you guys had a good Father's Day. We did spend it with family at a nice barbecue at my brother-in-law's house, who actually helped us. Was really instrumental in helping us figure out how to live stream directly out of this cabinet, which is something if you guys ever grab one of these machines, we'll definitely share with you. So you got the boss fight with the wrestler. There's something I kind of experimented with, trying to minimize the damage this guy does, although he will do some damage, and he'll get some hits on it. But what I found is if you do this little bit of a diagonal jump kick, you didn't know that Homer was a ninja, you don't take as much damage. He's still gonna hit you. You just don't get tagged up as much. Like if he times that right, he'll still get a shot or two on you. But if you come a little wide like this, you can still get some good shots on him and not take too much damage. Yeah, you just want to hit and run this guy. So a lot of the boss fights, it's what I found is you just want to hit and run, and take these guys at a diagonal. See, he can still hit you. Like I said, he can still hit you, but he would have done me in a lot faster if I was trying to do the kind of frontal assault, which you see a lot of people do. Yeah. Oh, thought I might be able to finish him off, but there we go. Yeah, we'll definitely play a few levels of this so you guys can get a good feel for this. I gotta say, since we got this cocktail table, we love our upright, but this thing is a lot of fun. Sure of this machine, but you can also have it set flat and still be able to play this game. Or games like Street Fighter 2 or Mortal Kombat, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, of course, is a real popular one, and of course all the old school like Pac-Man and Galaga and those types of games. So here we are at, I think it's Krusty World. I want to say it's Krusty World. I want to believe it's Krusty World. Definitely utilize this jump kick if you can in this game. Homer's a bit of a brawler, but you can take a little bit less damage. Get the dog, there we go. Let's get some donuts, because that's always helpful. I really wanted that soda. The other thing with these types of games, especially Konami games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Simpsons, is I always try to do my best, and it's not always possible, but try to get these guys on the same side of you. So, you know, if I'm over here, I want to get them all to my left, or if I'm on the left, I want to get them all to my right. Just because then you can do more damage at once, and you usually take less damage, which is always huge. Let's see if Millhouse will give us the hammer. Yep, got it. This helps a ton. And what you want to do is just try to find there's usually like a little safe spot in here that you can hit these guys. Of course, I did not find it quick enough, but it's usually right around here. Oh, I love him, hammer. Now, this guy with the umbrella is kind of annoying. That's why. But you see, when you do get these guys on the same side, the guy in the hat's even worse because of boomerangs. But when you get him, when you get these guys on the same side, you see how it's just, you know, you can kind of target prioritize. Oh, jeez. Got hit by the gorilla that looks like Homer. I'm sure that was just a coincidence that they made it look like Homer. Let's do this whirling dervish bit. This is where it's nice to have a couple extra players. And having a weapon. You can see why. It's a little difficult because you got these guys just crushing you from two sides. Another good technique is to, you know, kind of try to move forward as you hit these guys. Because then you can create, if there is a guy behind you, you can create a little bit of space, which is definitely helpful. But these guys with the hats or the fedoras or whatever you want to call them are a little tricky. Because they can hit you going forward and they can hit you, you know, and then the rebound of the hat can do some damage. You can see, yeah. So you want to get rid of those guys as quickly as you humanly possibly can. Just because I feel like it. It's kind of crazy. Let's see if I have to ante up a quarter here. And if you were wondering, it's just because this question isn't a lot, but you can actually charge quarters with this. If you really were just like didn't want the kids over and they want to come over, you know, your kids' friends or whatever, and they want to, you know, play your game, you can actually make it take quarters. It will do that. Like the stand-up arcades actually have a box that the quarters go into. It's pretty cool. So again, with the crusty balloon, insane crusty balloon, you just want to try to stay away from his hands. He will try to thump you like that, which does a lot of damage, which is not good. Just really trying to stay away from his hands. And getting crushed. Yep, there we go. So don't worry, we'll play another round so you guys can see a little bit more of the game. Oh. The thing you want to do too with this boss is try to stay behind him. You know. There we go. Crash down. Springfield Gorge, I think that is. The famous Homer teaching Bart a lesson by trying to jump at himself on a skateboard into the discount cemetery. Oh man, some of these titles are awesome. And definitely, you know, if you guys are either catch these streams live or you watch the recordings, definitely feel free to give us suggestions. If there's games you want to see on this, or if you want to see different angles of this machine, we have a GoPro camera that hangs overhead. You can see we just call it the joystick camera, but we can actually, dismount it and actually show you a little bit more of the game. So definitely feel free to optimize this that way during these streams, so you can see what you want to see. We're happy to do it. It's fun, for us to show you guys these games, and our goal is to get you guys a game yourself, because I'm telling you, when you have these, it's just such a different entertainment experience when you have like Father's Day or 4th of July, Christmas. Christmas especially is really fun. Oh man, these guys with the Mary Poppins crew here with the umbrellas. Especially games like this, where it would be really nice if it's really nice if you have another player. We are having a special deal I want to make you aware of on these games. The first 5 people to buy them, we're going to give you not only a free custom wrap, which you can see pictures of this particular machine on our Facebook page. But we're going to give you free shipping. But we're also the first 5 people. Oh, the slingshot's money. We're going to give you what we call white glove service. Now, what that is the white glove service is a situation where when your machine gets delivered, the delivery guys will actually bring it into your house for you and set it up. So you don't have to do anything. I mean, these are plug and play. Once you get them, you just find a regular outlet in your house. It doesn't require a special outlet or anything, or any special gadgets. But what will happen is we'll finish this room. They'll set it up for you. So in the event that like you have to say put it in the basement, and say maybe your basements or the staircase is really narrow, they can actually disassemble parts of this and put it together for you. And it's not hard, and but it is a nice benefit to have. We had it with our upright, our 4-player standard upright, and then this one we didn't, and we ended up having to kind of lift it and drag it in place. Not too hard, again, but it's something we want to help you guys. If you guys really want to have the best family entertainment, that looks exactly the way you like it and want it to play, it's definitely a nice benefit. So it's something we want to do for you guys, help you get one of these in your home. We also, just so you're aware, we also have the ability with a firm to do payment plans, so you don't have to fork out all the cash up front. You can definitely pay over time, and they have even, depending on, it's approved credit, I have to follow truth and lending laws, but they do have, plans where you can actually pay 0 interest, over I think it's 6 months. So it's got a lot of options if this is something you really, really want to do. So we'll play this last couple of lives with Homer. Again, though, big thing is we're really grateful you check these streams out, and hopefully you had a really good Father's Day, whether it was you were being celebrated or you're celebrating your dad or both. It's always a special day. So it's also a good excuse to bust out some drinks and bust out the grill. So this elevator one's crazy. They're just nonstop coming at you. But you get to knock them off the elevator, which is always kind of fun. It's kind of like if you like Mortal Kombat, it's sort of like your pit fatality. Although this one you cannot, I do not believe Homer can actually throw himself off the elevator, which is nice. Because that's something I probably would do. And then you get some power-ups, some food, that's always helpful. And I think this is where we fight these 2 guys. They're really, really annoying to fight. Yeah. They can be tough. Because they like to do this thing. I don't know what that, they're like, I don't know what's going on in this relationship with these guys. But you can see if you get the spacing right with these guys, you can just keep hammering away at them. Of course, the diagonal jump kick still is a good option. I think I might have taking out his buddies. So now once you get them isolated, it's a little easier. See if we can knock this guy out before we die. Yep, nice. All right, guys, we'll play this last life, Moe's Tavern, which is always a fun. If you never played it, it's a fun stage. Grab some flaming Moes here. I wish they would start this round with Bart prank calling Moe, but they don't do that. I think that would have been awesome. You know, he's calling for Seymour Butts or I Breathe Freely or something like that. You know, you remember from the actual show. Now, when you play this stage, or actually really any stage in The Simpsons, you always got to be careful being around the top of the screen because of like the doors or like, you know, the gorilla or God knows what else they'll throw at you. They throw the kitchen sink at you in this game. Barney, you know, burping on you or whatever. All right, guys, and that is our live stream of The Simpsons. Again, really appreciate you showing up on a Father's Day on a Sunday night. We will be back at you tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern, and we will see you then.